Hello, 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 everyone. Hello, Kathy. How are you? This is not going to be a long live. This is going to be a quick, to the point, quite simple live. So, I am going to go live later on tonight, probably about 8 o'clock my time. I'm Eastern time zone, but I'm going to go live at 8 to talk about a crime that I've been covering. Actually, it's more into the Fort Hood investigation. If anybody's been on my channel, you guys know about that. There's been some developments on that case, so I will be going live about that about 8 o'clock. But now I'm going live because, as everybody knows, hi, Christy. Thank you, girl. Hi, Brandy. So, as everybody knows, so interesting how many people are lurking. Oh, I love those lurkers. Because, as you guys know, earlier I did a live. And it was only a 2-minute live. 2 minutes and 20 seconds to be exact. And I did it, but I was buffering and I was having trouble with chat. Hi, Lisa Duncan. I was having trouble with chat and it was buffering, so I didn't stay on long. It was like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Lo and behold, somebody reported my live. Hi, Tally Girl. Hi, Little Kelly. Hi, Bodie. Somebody reported my live and it got taken down. Well, I disputed that live. I wonder what happened. Well, it could have been for a number of things. I got flagged. So it could have been, they could have lied about anything. Hey, misbehaving. Hey, Salona, did I miss you? I must have not have seen you pop in. But anyways, it was 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Most of the time you guys were looking at the water. When I was trying to fix the chat, I pushed the button, it turned back on to me. Now, mind you saw my head and my shoulders, and I had a bathing suit on, so you saw my bathing suit straps, whatever. Well, anyways, somebody flagged me for it, and I appealed it. And within 2 minutes, I won my appeal. So my 2-minute and 20-second video is back up. It wasn't the point of really, it was a 2-minute and 20-second video. So really, does it bother me? No. It was more the point because obviously somebody is sitting here just waiting to strike my little channel. Obviously, I've been touching a little bit of nerves with somebody. Obviously, somebody's a little intimidated by my little tiny channel. Because really, you're going to flag me? So if you think you're going to keep me quiet, if you're going to make me go away or shut me up, obviously you don't know me too well. Because I am not going anywhere. Hey, MO3. Lisa, it's crazy what video gets taken down and which ones don't. Yeah. Basically, my title was Things That Make You Go, Now, mind you, that could be anything. A lot of things make me go, you know? So I just find it funny that my little old channel, my tiny little old channel has set a nerve with somebody where they have to flag me. Damn, I'm back. I had a phone call. Basically, I did a live earlier today, Christy. It wasn't very long because it kept freezing and the chat kept freezing and it was annoying me. So I ended it. It was only like 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And literally you guys were looking at the ground or the pool. Other than like a split second, I turned my camera around by mistake and you caught my head and my shoulders with my bathing suit straps. Well, somebody flagged my channel. Somebody flagged it and took it down. They said what were the words they used? I don't know, something about YouTube's rules or whatever, but they won't tell you what you got flagged for. So it doesn't say like they got me for nudity or whatever, but they flagged me for some horse shit because, obviously they're worried about my words. But like I said, I appealed it and it was back up within 25 minutes. So good try. Good try, whoever did it. Good try. Got to try harder next time. Because, like I said, you ain't going to shut me up. I ain't going nowhere. Hi, Life Rewinded. Hey, Lisa. It is pathetic. I mean, really? I'm just starting out. I'm just a little channel. Hi, Miss Michelle. Hi, Pixie. I'm just a little old channel having a voice here, and people are going to try to take it down. Like, seriously, go find something else to do. Obviously, I struck a nerve somewhere, which I find funny. I find that very comical. They are grasping for straws. Absolutely, they are. They are grasping for straws. They don't want me talking. At least one person definitely doesn't want me talking. I don't mind being called many things, but a liar I'm not okay with. Amen, Galloway girl. Hi, Ginger Locks Mom. How are ya? So like I said, I wasn't going to be live. I just kind of wanted to do a live to say, good try, but I'm not going nowhere. I'm not leaving. You ain't taking me down. You're not shutting me up. Like, do what you got to do, but I'm not going nowhere. People will know the truth about you. Not like they didn't know the truth right along, because nobody's lied. Everybody that has had a voice around here, everybody that has spoke up about her has not lied once. Go away, purple people eaters. Stop striking the truth. Right, Brandy? That's funny. But I am here to stay. Hey, Trisha, not Trish. Yeah, I'm not going nowhere. So strike away. You want to strike? Fine. You want to shut me down? Fine. I'll just like you said, I just rebuild. I just make another channel. Like, seriously. But I'm just, I'm gutter. What does she say? We're bottom of the gutter, whatever. I'm irrelevant. She don't care about what I have to say. All I do is lie. Well, obviously I struck a nerve with you somewhere. Because you got your little henchmen doing your dirty work. Hopefully she's paying you for that. I doubt it, though. I doubt she's paying you. She don't pay nobody for nothing. She just wants to take. So let her keep taking your money and you keep doing her dirty work. Just remember, when you leave, she'll turn on you and rat you out quicker than shit. So just remember that when you're doing her dirty work. Oh, so frustrating. I'm sure the one person who gave you a thumbs down on this stream might have something to do with it. Yes, maybe. I bet they do. Like I said, 48 people in here and what, maybe 10 of you? 10, maybe? A little bit more talking? If you're going to lurk, at least speak. Come on, have her back. Come on, come defend her. Let me hear what you got to say. Tell me how wrong I am and what I've lied about. I would love to know. Seeing when I texted Laura and told her to stop having people lie on me, and she was like, oh, you got some balls. You lie on me all the time. I was like, what did I lie to you about? Tell me one thing I lied about. She says, you lied that people are scared to leave. Oh, so out of everything I've said, the only thing I lied about is that. Okay, how do you know that's a lie? Just because your Patreons don't come to you, because they never do, they come to the other Patreons because they trust them more than they trust you. So they don't open up to you. That's why you get pissed when people leave or when people are mad and you sit there and go, why doesn't anybody tell me? How come I'm the last to know? That should tell you a lot, Laura, when your own Patreons won't even come to you and confide in you. That's interesting. So don't tell me it's a lie. Just because you haven't heard it yet, just because you haven't seen it yet, doesn't mean people aren't scared to leave. But that's all she could say I lied about. It was funny as hell. I died laughing. I'm like, go on with your bad self, girl. Go on. That's the truth. I made people and I was scared to leave. There you go. There you go. I hear you, Lisa. There was many people because she does not let you go quietly. I mean, you lucked out, Lisa. You did leave quietly. You know, you got away leaving quietly, but a lot of people they don't. Hi, Lady Beekeeper. Lurking, Jenna, but do not support that thing that treats everyone like a. Yeah, a lot of people don't. A lot of people are finally seeing her true colors. If she didn't lurk online 23 hours a day, she wouldn't need someone to help her do her job. Exactly. And not even pay them for it. Because we all know she don't give discounts on her merch. Even though that's what she said she would pay him with. Mandolin Jenna isn't going anywhere. She's right here to stay. Yes, I'm not going nowhere. When's that girl? She needs to learn that people aren't scared of her anymore. You know, we're over it. You don't scare us. None of us. None of us are shaking in our boots. None of us are worried. And every one of us are ready to expose you for what you are. If people are going to support you, they need to know the truth about you. And you can sit there and call me every name in the book. You can sit there and scream your head off like a lunatic on your panel and call me a liar. But show me where I've lied. Show me. Because I haven't lied. Even when I didn't have proof, I still was going to go on a panel and say what I knew. And just like I said in my 2-minute and 20-second stream that got shut down, but back up, just like I said there, you know, I did not record that phone call. I did not. And trust me, if I did, I would own it. Just like I've owned every other freaking thing I did. Even if I'm not proud of it, I've owned it. So I would have owned that shit. And props to whoever recorded it. They are total props, hand claps and all. You are awesome. I am so glad you recorded that. I am happy that I've gotten to know some of the expatrians. Many are not what you perceive. Absolutely not, Kiki. They are. Hey, Kimmy P. There's a lot of great people that supported Laura and maybe supported Laura a little longer than they should have. Me included. I supported her way longer than I should have. You know, because now I'm on that spectrum that I'm building my channel off of her. But I wasn't around all weekend. I was doing family things. I totally shut off YouTube. I didn't look at YouTube. I didn't anything. But I get on today to say good morning to all my friends. And lo and behold, who had my name in their mouth all weekend long? All weekend long. She went live how many times? And every time my name was in her mouth. Funny how that works. But she don't talk about us. ATL Hodge, I was paying member for 8 months. I'm so ashamed, y'all. Don't be ashamed, Brandy. We've all done it. We all hung in there. We all thought, you know, but you really just don't see the light. It's true. When the expatrians used to say it, I never got it. But you really do not see the light until you leave. Like, you get tidbits of the light, like, you know things are wrong and you address them with her and she bites your head off and says it's her channel and she's going to do what she wants and blah, 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 blah. So you do see it because we didn't agree with certain stuff, but it's really eye-opening once you leave. When you leave, wow, do you see it? Everyone builds their channel off of her. Come on, right, Truth? I know, we all do. Because she's just so cool like that. She's so cool like that. Yeah, right. She said about you this weekend was just nasty. Really? This is how much I don't give a crap what the hell she says. Even though this morning I got on and talked to my friends and they said that, she talked about me, I don't know how many times this weekend. I still haven't gone and listened because I really don't care what she says. I have not even listened to what she has said about me. Because I can guarantee you everything that came out of her mouth was either disgusting or a lie. And that girl is jealous. Jealous. Only jealous people keep your name in their mouth. You're welcome, Brandy. Pixie will be on a lifetime probation with you, Truth. If she shut up, no one would have anything to say. Exactly, Life Rewinded. But she says it's us. Who heard what she said this weekend about Jenna? I'm sure a lot of people did. But like I said, that just shows how much I don't care. Because I didn't even listen to her. And I still haven't. And I'm not going to. Because I really don't care what she has to say. Because she ain't got nothing on me. Nothing. Nothing. Zip, zero, zilch. All she has is name calling. She stoops to, teenage level. She can't even be a grown woman and talk to people correctly and with, dignity. Because let me tell you, I could go back and forth with her and not call her one name or raise my voice or swear. But I would end up raising my voice because that's what she does. When you start proving her wrong, have anybody noticed that? When you start proving her wrong or backing her in a corner, she gets louder and she tries to drown you out. So people on the panel can't hear her. Hear you. Meaning, she'll get louder and drown you out and call you all kinds of names and da-da-da-da-da. Life Rewind, and I had to tell her on Dave's panel, quit saying her real name. Stop. I told her she is. Yeah, that drives me insane. Insane. Nobody would know my real name if it wasn't for her. Hey, Doll Factory. But she thinks that's going to get me going. She thinks that's going to get my goat, and it's not. Hey, guess what, everybody? My name's Kelly. Nice to meet y'all. Move on, Laura. Find something else. She said yesterday that she knew her by her legal name, and that is the only name she knew her by. Galloway. She's disgusting. My legal name. Well, that means she's done some digging if she knows my legal name, because my married name has been my married name for 18 years. Hey, Jenna, she continues to say she does. She does keep saying my real name because I think she wants something to happen. She wants somebody to look into me and either, swat me, or I honestly think that's what she's doing. I think she's hoping with me putting my real name out there that people will come for me. And let me tell you, somebody comes for me, I'm coming to your door. I'm knocking on your door because I know it came from you. Because nobody would know my name. Nobody. And I don't mean that as a threat. Don't take that way. Meaning, I know where to go when somebody comes after me, because it will be you that sent them that way. You want a link, Galloway? Sure. Hold on. If anybody else wants to come up, by all means, y'all are welcome. There you go. She is wicked miserable. Yep. She's both wicked and miserable. Yep, she is. And the only reason why she's that way is because she does not want people to know the truth about her. That's it. Here's Galloway. Hold on, guys. Hey, Galloway girl, can you hear me?
Hey, hon, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. What's
okay,
up?
now, why, when I was on Dave's the other night, here's what's weird to me. Now, she knows better that you never went into, like, Dave's room or, I can't even remember who else was on panel. Ozzy Vic, Tawanda came up for a minute, but I think one of his good friends was up there as well. Don't quote me on that because I'm not positive. But to keep saying your name, I finally just said, Laura, this is what I mean. Stop. You know, she's Jenna Moon. You know what I'm talking about? Like, a lot of those people in that chat are either OG Drama and Boyd, which I don't even know if you ever really, until recently, knew a lot of the drama people.
No,
Do you know what I mean?
When I walked on the scenes, it was the Chris Watts time, and I literally walked onto the scenes into the true crime community. I had no clue there was a drama community or, doll community and eating community. I had no clue. I didn't even know communities existed until I stumbled on Alive. So no, I didn't know any of the true crime people, and they don't know me, which puts my family and me at risk.
And you know what a lot of people know
has no right.
You know what a lot of people know you as, right?
Either Aries, Aries or Jenna Moon. That's what they know me by.
Because when she said Kelly, people in the comments were like, "Who's Kelly?"
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even know your name was like. Sometimes on a call she'd slip up, like right before, like at the end before some of us left, and she'd say, and that's an accident, and you're within your own Discord or Patreon, people. Do you know what I'm saying? But even when she'd say it, I'm like, I'd have to look down the list if there was a lot on Discord call and go, "Who's Kelly?"
Right. because she tries to use that we say Laura. But the thing is you put your name as Laura Keck for months. For 90 days, you got stuck with that. Okay. Then you went to your Perplex QT, whatever, right? But everybody knows you as Laura. You put yourself out there. I have never put myself out there with my name, ever. You're never going to see my name out there. It was either Aries or Jenna Moon.
Right.
And you are literally putting my name out there because you think it's going to silence me. You think it's going to make me run scared. You think that you're going to get me with that because I'm getting you, because I'm speaking the truth and you don't like it. So you want to shut me up. Just like today with somebody friggin' flagging my 2-minute video. Like, seriously, you're not going to shut me up. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not.
Okay, I know you don't watch her at all anymore.
I don't. I
do sometimes. And, she did a few, the Broderick. And, I'll listen to anybody's opinion on some things. So, but lately, I don't know if it's a month or more, and I just want the chat to correct me if I'm wrong. I can't see it right now. I think she starts her new intro with the music, I believe, and then it's, "Hi, or if she doesn't upload, she'll say, "Hi, I'm Laura, Life Perplexed," or
you're right. She does. She says, "Laura, QT, I'm Perplex QT. Laura, Perplex QT." Yes. When I get on my live, I say, "Hi, everybody. It's me, Jenna Moon." You know what I'm saying? I don't put my name out there, but I feel like How can I not take that as a threat? I'm speaking the truth and you're putting threats out there because by using my name, that's putting my family and me at risk. And and she knows it. Even if nobody does anything, it's still giving them the opportunity to look me up, to find me because I don't hide behind a computer screen. So all they have to do is look for a name Kelly and look for my picture and can probably find me. And that's wrong. It's wrong.
And we see it happen all too often, and it never ends. Very, accusing expatrians of, if you keep it up,
Hello, the Bryant clan.
I'll get, what did she say the one time? That one I did not watch, but I think someone else made a clip of it. I can't remember who. It was Serendipity and was like, you better stop or I won't stop at you. I'll get your husband, your kids. Like a month ago, right?
Yeah, look at when she went after Diane and Wendy. She said that she was gonna call Wendy's job, call CPS, and all. Remember, she had lost her mind on her life. I'm gonna dox Wendy's where she works. I'm gonna call CPS. I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna give it right back to you. Blah 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 blah. Hey, Janet in chat, out of the hospital. Oh, I'm so glad, Mojo, you're out of the hospital and feeling better. I'm so happy to see you. I've missed you.
I didn't even know JoJo was in the hospital.
I heard JoJo was in the hospital, but I didn't want to take it as fact because I hadn't heard from her yet. So that's why I kind of didn't say anything because we know how the YouTube streets work. So I wanted to wait until I saw her in my live or somewhere else to ask her. But she just came in. So I'm so glad you're feeling better, Mojo.
So you didn't run on a rumor.
Right. I didn't want to run out. Right. Exactly. I did not want to run on a rumor or anything like that. So I was kind of waiting. This is how it starts. First name, like she did with Marianne, and has said that with her name. So I can and will call her Marianne. And then gradually slips into her last name. Exactly. Life Rewinded. She knows what she's doing.
Good point, Life Rewinded. Good point.
She knows exactly what she's doing by saying my name. And the only reason why she's doing it is because she's hoping it will scare me enough to stop speaking the truth on her. Thank you. Yes, home and being cared for by partner and son. Thank you. Taking care of myself. Yes, please take care of yourself, Mojo. Let them wait on you hand and foot. Let them do it. I'm just glad you're feeling better and you're home. But yeah, that's all she's doing. That is what she's trying to do. And I think she's doing more backhanded stuff that hasn't come to light yet, but it will. It will come to light. I've heard a couple of things, and like I said, I don't want to speak on rumors, but I've heard some things. I think she's doing some more backhanded stuff.
Well, she thinks everybody's in the back. But a lot of people just don't run their mouth. It doesn't mean they're in the back.
Right. Exactly.
And not everybody needs a front seat in life, Laura. Learn some life's lessons.
How long has she threatened to drop those chats and still hasn't dropped them? Why? Because then her shit would be exposed is why. Our shit has been out there for months. So move along, Laura. I totally agree, Mommy of Three. I've said the same thing. That woman has said she would drop those chats. Oh, it's going to take me forever, but I'll do it. I got nothing to hide, blah, blah, blah. And everybody's saying, drop them. Do it. Drop it. Drop it. And then where does it come? She doesn't drop it because she knows. She knows if she drops those chats, the people are really going to see that we haven't been lying at all. Not from the first Patreons to leave to the last Patreons that left. Not one of us. And no, we don't get together and we don't talk and we don't chit chat about Laura. You're not the topic of conversation all the time. But when you come at us, we're going to come at you with the truth. And that's what the first Patreons did, and that's what the last Patreons are doing. Leave our names out of our mouth, and we'll leave you alone.
Right. And then when she finally heard wherever I first said my reasoning for leaving, she's going to come back and say that that was still a lie when it was proven. They were just like this past time. I've never met someone besides my mom when she was younger so stubborn to just say they're sorry. You can't
Right.
keep saying that's not what I said. I added a but or an if or exactly like your apologies lie. When she said, and I don't want to keep bringing the person up. I'm not going to say her name because I think she's done, but we know who it all is, the person. And I followed this woman through her recovery, everything since 2016. It's Randy's life, I'll say.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. When you said, this is what made me more disgusted. Well, I was so shocked that you couldn't even come to me as an adult. After I wrote that about your mother and you wanted her to come to you as an adult. And I do sit here sometimes and think to myself, okay, let me figure this out. Because what am I like?
Kiki's thanking you for the comment. Kiki said, Galloway, I saw your comment and thank you. And Kiki, I don't know what she's talking about, but I'm sure you do. Something, you did a comment somewhere for Kiki. So she's thanking you for
just
that.
saying people's fake kids and fake houses and lives. And, and then I see these people come and cam up and show their vehicles and I mean, it's like, who are you, dude?
Mm-hmm. I totally agree.
What is this control thing?
Right.
Stop it.
It's not a control. It's not a control thing. People are taking their families and staying safe. We're not like you. You might put all your shit out there, Laura. Well, half shit that's half true. You'll put it out there. But look at the position it puts you in. 2 CPS calls, being put on a website, everything. Why would anybody in their right mind who has great minds and thinks for their family first instead of second would want to risk putting their cars or their home or their children or their husband on social media? I'm sorry. I condone anybody that stays private.
I do too, but Jenna,
it's their right.
We all have different personalities on here. You do. And like you said before, and we should do another stream on there. Maybe we can title it, why am I on YouTube? Why am I a sub? Why am I a creator? What have you? But most subs, why are we here? People don't want to come here if they have an illness or what have you, mental health or physical health or depression or just life is overwhelming. Maybe, you have a lot of kids. I have 4. They're not all at home anymore.
Right.
But, one is
autistic. Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Just like Kiki.
An escape.
Right. Just like Kiki doesn't have a husband or a child, just like Amanda Lynn doesn't have 6 kids, or she has them, but she don't have, really? And you're right, breaking the silence. It is for attention and money. It absolutely is that. And it is a good idea, Kiki.
And I'm disgusted with myself, and I will apologize for the 4th time, I believe. Anyone that may be in this comment section that I've hurt by a comment I've ever made in another, stream, which I don't remember, but I have no problem seeing a screenshot of it. I will personally apologize to that person because what I did, association breeds assimilation.
Mm-hmm.
What I did was just as bad as, condoning her behavior at the time. And truly all I can say is that I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, Molly. I do remember that. Hello, Molly. Remember when Laura said I was divorced and lost custody of Jake? Yes, I remember that too.
Molly was so many Molly was an international prostitute. She didn't have a son. Wait, no. She lost custody of her son.
They were divorced.
What else? Oh, I can't even remember. There was so much.
And everything that Laura says is a lie. And that's the thing. Everybody is starting to put the pieces together. They're finally starting to see her for what she is, and she's freaking out. You think she was paranoid before? She's really paranoid now.
I mean, it's one thing to have YouTube arguments. I mean, anybody's up for that. A good debate, I love. Well, you know me, I love my politics. But, you know, it should all just be a debate, walk away, you know, you can't
It
shake
should stay
hands.
on YouTube. It should not go
Right.
to real life. You want to call each other names, or you want to do tit for tat or throw tomatoes, however you want to say it. This is what YouTube's for. Throw them, throw those tomatoes, but whatever. But don't go real life. And she always has to go real life. When she wants to prove a point, she either calls you horrible names or she goes with some bit of information that she's gotten told. Like, you know, when we were Patreons, obviously the Patreons confided in her. You know, this is you've gone through stuff that you confided in her, and she uses it against you. Amanda Lynn, she uses that against her. You know, Molly, she was friends with Molly, so she uses that. You know, she uses tidbits of people's home lives and spins it into these lies and these narratives and runs with it to make us all try to look bad.
Right. And then if we as Patreons at the time, you know, I'll use Leo wife. She went on, I believe it was Heidi's panel before she left. That was called constructive criticism, concern, and just to stop, you know,
Right.
as a friend at the time. She turned it into hate.
Mm-hmm. Molly just said that she's stealing money from Molly now. That's interesting. Wow. I don't know. I haven't seen
Molly, it. Come up. I'll come down.
No, you can stay up. I'm allowed.
Fun. The other thing that I was gonna say is, you know,
Hi,
another analogy I grew up on that I've always shared with, you know, people that have become good friends with me. And I used to say it in Laura's and she would love it. When my mom had me when she was 36, the 7th kid. So, you know, kind of like my life's lessons were always based on an analogy, like a saying. Don't do that. Like she'd say, don't pitch if you can't catch. Well, when you're 5, you're kind of like, huh? Don't be mean to other people. In other words, if you don't want it back. So don't pitch if you can't catch. Laura thinks that she is the greatest pitcher in the, you know, Major League Baseball, my favorite sport, by the way. And, you know, all the catchers, you know, should just keep, you know, I can use names, but people might not like baseball. But my meaning is they can't catch. No, sweetheart. You're the catcher that can't catch, but you sure know how to do a fastball. Stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah. Oh, so Laura contacted Oni last week. Funny, she didn't mention that. She wanted info on Kim Lowry. Wow, she's going all around. I think that's the 3rd person that she's contacted to try to get info on Kim Lowry.
Interesting.
That is interesting. Why wouldn't she mention that? That is interesting.
I don't understand. Why would she?
Oh, Cassie said that she thinks she told everyone on a live that it was a 3-way call between Molly, Oni, and her. And Molly's saying, yes, I connected them. But why does she need info on Kim Lowry? Kim Lowry's not even on here anymore. I mean, I just don't get why she needs
Molly, to
know information on her anymore.
I know she's not eating tamales because she's on a diet. Take the link, girl.
She's not eating tamales. She's on a diet. Yeah, she's been eating salads. Every time I've gone into her live, she's just got done eating a salad.
Yep.
Oni had messaged me from a long time ago. He never deleted anything she had ever since they were friends. Oh, I lost it. Where did
I gotta jump down, honey. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for coming up. Okay. They were friends, but it was on another. Hmm. Content for money. For sure, breaking the silence. That's all it's about. Like I said, every day that girl gets up and she looks at everybody's channel to see what they have for subs, what they made that night. That is all Laura cares about. She checks numbers 3-4 times a day. I'm sorry, I don't click around looking at people's numbers. Like, oh, how many subs did they have? How many people did they have in their live? Oh my God, I gotta get better. They had 300 people in their live. Look at when she used to be jealous of Mommy Ramblings. I know there's girls in here that can relate to that. I don't understand how that woman gets 700, 800 people in her live. She used to be so jealous of her. If you ever go to Jack in the Box and get, oh, here comes Molly. Hey, Molly, can you hear me? Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone. So yeah, just to kind of reiterate what you were saying. Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I was out enjoying my time yesterday with my family for Father's Day, my son and my husband, and I found out that yesterday she was doing a members only Let's Talk Shit About Molly Golightly. And one of my Patreons were calling me and they're like, what the hell is this shit about? And I was like, I don't know, I don't care. But that's a normal response.
Mm-hmm.
The more if you get to know me personally, you'll know that if you call me and somebody says, oh, this one person talking about you, I'll be like, yeah, I don't care. I don't know what happened yesterday, but I think that it's really interesting that a week ago, see, the thing is people want to, and I know people are very curious about how Oni ended up being some sort of topic this week. And I know Oni triggers some people and stuff like that, but
yes.
I would not have gotten in touch with him, Jenna, if Kim Lowry didn't kind of like bring him into it, because I guess she was running out of options and people to blame. So then she's like, oh, Oni didn't. So I reached out to one of my Patreons, which is Bella, and I said, Bella, since you're the only one that can contact him, can you tell him to unblock me and call me? And he was like, what now? And I was like, well, Kim Lowry's totally getting blasted all over the place. And he was like, what's this about? So that's when he supplied me a bunch of text messages. So the new ones with the John Crime stuff that just came out the day before yesterday, some people are saying that, oh, they weren't this groundbreaking, shocking news. Well, you want to know something? You can think that. But when you're actually friends with this woman and she's a part of your daily life and you've met her, they're pretty shocking. They are pretty shocking.
Right.
Some people can, for lack of a better phrase, choose to turn, the blind eye or whatever. But to see, these people, these creators that are like, oh yeah, we hate Oni, we don't want to talk to Oni, we don't want to blah, blah, blah. But Laura did want to know what happened in Las Vegas. And then I told her, I said, listen, Laura, and this is like 10 days ago, I said, Oni had this dude, his boyfriend, fire up an old cell phone, and that shit was never, ever deleted. And it went back to early last year. And that's where all these text messages came from. So I was sitting there and it was really super late. And I had Oni on one phone and my phone. And then Laura was on my son's cell phone because she couldn't hear me on my phone.
Right.
And they were going back and forth. And I was sending her screenshots of what he found. And he said, Laura, this message came through. I didn't know who it came from, but now I pieced it together, and I really believe it's Kim Lowry. Then Laura put it on her. 2 days later, she goes, oh, shit, I never looked at these. So she fired up a line and she started reading them. She goes, now this shit makes sense. It did make sense because I do remember, but I don't remember that much because I didn't think back then that she was something to like, be weary about. But so I remember this thing about his channel being mass reported, and that's what that shit was about.
Yeah.
So yeah. So
yeah, I remember him getting mass reported at one point. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he believes that it was Kim Lowry that sent that because she was in her Patreon. Laura threw her out of the Patreon.
Yes, she did. She did because I was still a Patreon at that time, and she absolutely did.
Yeah, it's still making sense. Laura, I don't know, man. I mean, the way she turns on people, but heaven.
That's what I was just going to say. How it's so interesting that you were good enough to get in touch with Oni so she could get dirt on Kim, but now she's doing a live that you're such a piece of shit.
Yeah, and I'm evil.
You weren't a piece of shit. In the beginning of the week when you were helping her get what she wanted. It's interesting how that works.
Yeah, well, she'll never get help from me again. I'm taking her number out of my phone. I don't want anything to do with her anymore. And anyone who thinks that she's like this great person, you know what? I did for her. And one of her active Patreons called me last week. One of her big top tier active Patreons called me, and we talked, and we made up, and everything was fine. And if you think that people aren't seeing what she's about, they see it, but they're afraid to leave.
They are afraid to leave. Even though she says I'm lying about that, there is no lie that came from that. There are people legitly scared to leave.
I've heard two people say
this is what happens.
They're afraid to leave. Jacob, please tell me you didn't break. What did you break?
Hey, Serendipity. Hi, sweetheart.
It wasn't like a wine bottle or anything. It was like
hey, sweet.
A cup, a blue cup, not tall. It was like a medium-sized blue cup.
You broke one of those new Pier 1-1s that I got?
Oh, I don't know. A Pier 1.
I just brought it. So now we have 3 instead of 4.
Here, I'm gonna show you.
I know what it is. If it has a blue rim. Oh my God, my son broke the glass. I think that
she used a Google number to call me when she couldn't get through because I thought I still had her cell number. When I asked who was texting me, she said, geez, you deleted me, bitch, girl, bye. Mommy 3, I can't even believe she had the balls enough to message you as much shit as she talked. And we all know, all us as Patreons know, I really do hope that you stop helping her out, Molly, because in all reality, she has told us numerous times that's the only reason why she contacts you and keeps you around is so when she needs info that she wants to talk to you. If she wants something that she thinks she wants to come to you, but then call you a dirtbag in the process,
She's terrible. She is a terrible person. I wish that I never knew her. I wish she never found me. She's absolutely blocked and deleted from my phone as of right now. I just did it. I want nothing to do with her. She shows no gratitude towards the people that have been supporting her. She gives these people absolutely nothing in return. She doesn't even give them common courtesy or respect.
No, she doesn't.
If I was blessed to have as many Patreons and blessed to have as much as support that she has, I would be eternally grateful. But she's just, it's like she doesn't even have that in her.
She doesn't.
I mean, it's all about finding her next, fool.
Yep.
And
the next person that's going to do her dirty work to keep her hands clean. That's what she does.
You want to know something? I just never thought we would get to a point where she's attacking Diane and Wendy, Randy, every single day. She's I don't
Now she's on to you. I mean, it's not the first time she's come after you, but now she's done with Diane Wendy.
Dollars off of my name, you know that, right?
Yeah.
She's made thousands of dollars off of me, and that's not enough for her. So she makes a fake account and gives the link to my for my members to her little Patreon, so that they won't have to support me and pay the little fee of being a member, because she doesn't want to see anybody have any sort of support. She thinks that everything is competition. She thinks and the thing is she has these Patreons and she does all her little dirty work through these Discords. I don't do Discords. I don't ask people for their personal information. Anyone that's in this chat that knows me on, I don't know, I'm looking at I don't see anybody that's like, I really know, but I never ask personal questions about anybody's life. I don't ask anybody for their Facebook. I don't ask anybody for their home address unless they win a prize.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta have an address to send you your prize. And now I think it's funny that she's trying to give makeup away from Ross to her Patreons. I mean, are you even getting any Sabrina? Right.
No, she's using the makeup that her Patreon sent to her and her daughter, and instead of being thankful for that, she's using it as, oh, I don't like that stuff, so I'll give it to the Patreons.
So she's regifting. She's
regifting, yeah, for sure. For sure.
Wow. Well, my Patreon's now got a screenshot of something from Chanel, and Sabrina can tell you. Sabrina's won things off of Molly Golightly, and now it gets directly shipped to you from Chanel, Neiman Marcus, Henry Bendel, Nordstrom, whatever. Like the prize tonight. Did you know that the member prizes, I just found out through Coffee with Cece, were not allowed? It's not allowed. It's against the terms to do a giveaway.
Oh, really?
I just found that out yesterday. I was like, oh, shit. Because I had something scheduled to give away a very Cavallari, Uncommon James candle. It's like $90. It's this big, huge candle from it's like an awesome prize. It's pink roses. It's amazing. And we were going to give that away tonight. And I was like, oh, shit. And then I found out. I haven't seen it set in stone, but I'm still going to give it away.
Right. Just do it differently so it doesn't, because she'll be lurking just to make sure now that she knows that she's going to watch every move so she can rat you out. You know that, right? Yeah. And Mommy of Three, it's so funny that she sits there and says everybody's trash if they record. We all know Laura records everything. Everything she records. If you're doing a phone call with her, she's recording. That's what she does. And she does, and just like the ex-Patreons used to say, she used to let us listen in on phone calls. Absolutely, she used to let us listen in on phone calls. I mean, I know that I don't know your situation with Barbie anymore and anything, and that's not my business.
No, I spoke to her.
Right, but it's not my business. But I remember there was a time back in the day that we sat there and listened to you, Barbie, Science Girl, Laura, all of you guys on a phone call for 4 hours, and we were on that call the whole time listening.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And Barbie was talking about real private stuff, like things that I felt uncomfortable listening to, that I didn't feel like we should be on that phone call. And she
that's the reason that I never talked to her again.
Mm-hmm.
Laura, that was it.
Yeah. So she can deny that all she wants, but we all know we listened. We all listened. And like I said, we all felt uncomfortable. A lot of us jumped off the call and stuff because we felt uncomfortable. That was Barbie feeling like she was just talking to her friends and it was confidential and it wasn't going to go anywhere. And she was letting us listen the whole time.
How many calls?
I know of one that was 4 hours long. I want to say I was around for at least 2 or 3 phone calls that she let us listen to, and we would have to stay mute, and we got to sit there and listen. Yes. And just like I said, everything you guys text her or message her or email her, it does not stay private. I can't tell you how many messages that you have texted her that are in her secret chats.
Yeah. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. She
And
shares it all.
were they really even all that bad?
No.
I bet they weren't.
No, there was one where you were giving her heads up on something. You were actually being a friend and giving her heads up on something. The other ones, it was basically you and her bantering back and forth. So there was no bad ones from you. It was more giving her heads up or bantering with her. But I mean, I can't tell you how many messages I've seen of people. I have no clue who they are, and they're in there just so we could read them. So everybody that talks to her privately, I'm telling you, be careful. Be careful, because she does not keep it private, no matter how many times she says she does. It's a lie. She doesn't.
Sick.
Mm-hmm.
I could never in my life do it. And I did find an app that will record you, and I think it was like $10 like a month. And I was like, it goes against everything that I stand for. Like, I'm not gonna sell out, even if I gotta take the heat and get dragged for something that I'm just not gonna do it. And plus, I'm not a snitch.
Right.
Unless you're a fucking bitch that I can't stand. Yeah.
Right.
Larry, I snitched on her because she lied about me big time. So I'm not gonna lie. I was glad.
Right. And that's exactly what I'm doing. Laura's sitting there calling out my real name, not even my YouTube name. She's calling me out. She's saying lies about me. You put me here. If you would have just let me go quietly and not talk about me, I wouldn't be here today doing this. I would have been doing my lives with the true crime and everything, but you're putting me in a position that I have to speak, defend myself. And for two, tell her to stop using my real name. I guess this weekend, I don't watch her anymore. When I left Patreon, I unsubbed. I don't watch her, but I guess all weekend, all she did was run around and say my name on her channel, on Dave's channel, everywhere. Like, it's wrong.
I think she's allowed. I think she's, pretty much allowed to. She's allowed enough rope at this point. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes. And let me clarify, like I said, a lot of us left those phone calls because we felt uncomfortable, because the original reason for us to listen was because there was something personal. We all dropped off on the call, but she kept it going.
It's funny.
So let's clarify that.
Someone just said something to me in your chat, and just think back to all the times. Just think back, and I know you guys can, of all the times that Laura said, Marissa lies like a rug. Marissa's the biggest effing liar on the planet. But not one time has she ever caught me lying. And it drives her insane. And everybody knows it. Everyone knows it.
Yes, everybody does know it. Yep. It's crazy. I mean, like I said, I just think people really need to open their eyes and see that we're not all running around just lying on her because we want to lie on her.
No, absolutely not.
Right. Well, I mean, I could find way better things to talk about than Laura, and but it's everything we're saying is the truth, and we just want people to be aware of who you're subbing to, who you're supporting, where your money's going.
Well, she did say that the money that was donated to her that day of the call, I mean, just think about it. I knew something was up. Somebody sent me a message. I was here at the house. I was in London at the apartment, the first call, and it was night. It was like 10 o'clock over there. And then I was with my friend, and we both watched it from our cell phones. And I was like, oh my God. The second time I was here, sitting right where I'm sitting right now. And I mean, I was disgusted because it was a video. And when I saw her poor kids, I felt really bad. And the one thing that stuck out at me, and nobody really talks about this, is when the police officer said, yeah, you might not want to put this on social media because if one of their friends get a hold of it, it could cause a lot of problems.
Absolutely.
And sure enough, she took the video and then incorporated it into a live where she knew people would have pity on her and, you know, give her money. And she said, oh yes, I'm definitely going to get a lawyer. And at that point, it's like, okay, how many times have everybody been duped by this woman? How many times? Like, what is it going to take to learn? And the thing is, people want to surround themselves with her. And then they say, oh man, I feel so stupid now. Listen, you were warned. What do you need? A ton of bricks to fall on your head?
Exactly. Because I said the same thing. If you guys honestly think that she used that money for a lawyer, you're sadly mistaken. And I said in my live a couple of days ago, maybe in the beginning of the week, I said, anybody that donated has the right to ask for proof on where that money went. Because I'm telling you, it went into her pocket. It didn't go to a lawyer. And I think everybody that donated has the right to know where their money went, because most of them put in the super chat for a lawyer. This money is for the lawyer. 90% of them did. And she don't have a lawyer.
What is this Natalie Kelly saying?
I missed it. I just got up, but didn't MM just read out text of Molly Golightly's Patreon last week to make it look bad? And her bestie, I know, has always done that. Hippo Chrissy. Basically, you're right. How Laura does it. Right.
Well, the thing is about my, to make it clear, crystal clear, people have enough eyes on me to know that if I would have ever made any sort of promise about cop calls being in my Patreon, someone would have clipped it. It would have been talked about on everyone's channel. Laura would have talked about it. Diane would have talked about it. They would have been like, oh, so you're using this promotion. Like, I'll give you information on Oni's cop calls. That was never said, and anyone in my Patreon will say that never ever happened. And now I hear that Leona's like, oh, I was in her Patreon for Kim. Kim was very much anti-makeup mobster 3 weeks ago because she thought that they were going, her and Tiffany Marie were coming after her, and she needed help. And we were like, But things weren't sitting well. And so no one was going to talk about it. And sure enough, Kim pissed me off. And now, what do you know? Leona's saying that she was in there spying. Well, you know what? Kim said, the reason I was able to see what you were saying about me in Patreon because Makeup Monster was screenshotting and sending it to me. There was like one conversation about how gross Kim Larry is. We don't sit there and talk about one person. And I'm sure, how many, I know of 2 Patreons that are in this crowd right now that will say, trust me, I don't fixate on anybody in the Patreon. It's all about, all right, some people have said my Patreon was boring because there's a lot of like Jay Shetty positive quotes and, you know, funny things, prizes, you know, sometimes I'll promote someone. Actually, I put yours in there.
Thank you.
I said everybody Jenna Moon.
Thank you.
Sometimes I'll go on and say, holy shit, Mandy Lynn's live and she's going crazy. I'll do that.
Mm-hmm. But that's you running your business the right way, not the shady way. Do you get what I'm saying? Absolutely. If it's boring or whatever, at least you're running it correctly how it should be run. Not doing it to, you know, lies, cheat, and steal, and make, the things how Laura runs it. You run it completely different. You just do.
I just can't believe that she has the nerve to say that she has integrity. Every time she says that, I chuckle.
I do too. Because she doesn't have an ounce of integrity. Not an ounce.
Yeah.
No.
She is morally bankrupt.
Yeah. The only people she defends, I mean, seriously, if she's defending you, it's because you've done something for her. If you haven't done something for her, then she ain't defending you. So the Patreons that she always calls out that are her best friends and the people that love her and support her, it's because they're doing something for her, something behind the scenes for her. If you ain't doing nothing for her, if you're not out there with your signs, supporting Laura, she wants nothing to do with you.
Yeah, I actually try to keep my Patreons kind of private. I really do.
Yeah.
I really, really do. I don't even anymore talk about anyone that I do life coaching with on YouTube. It's my choice to coach people on YouTube. No one's going to tell me that I shouldn't or I can't. I think that some people have gotten good use out of it. It's not right now I'm on word of mouth. And that's how my business grew, was by actually doing the work and getting good feedback from it. So
I think everybody should protect their Patreons and stuff, especially now. I don't care who has a Patreon or whatever. I think everybody, as a creator and having a Patreon, I think it is, your job is to protect your Patreons. I just do, because everybody has hate in some sort of way. Laura gets hated on, you get hated on. I'm sure I'm starting to get hated on, everybody, but my channel isn't as big as you guys is, and that's fine. But if I were to ever get big and have a Patreon, I think it's for me being the creator and the one that opened the Patreon, it would be my obligation to make sure my Patreons stay protected.
Yeah.
I just do.
Yeah.
Because it's, because people get hated on around here for just supporting somebody, Just because they support you, they get hated on. And once it's outed that they're a Patreon, they come for them. They just do. It's the way it is.
People have, though, to be honest with you, Jenna, like a lot of them, like they hate you, but they have to hate you before they love you.
That's true.
They really do come back. And I think the most shocking was when Kiki Ramblings said it, publicly. Because a lot of people do it privately and they apologize. And that's fine. I always, I'm a very forgiving person. Do you think I'm going to take Kim Larry back? Never. It's never going to happen. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
I draw the line at some things. You don't want to be my friend. If I allowed you to be my friend and you chose to walk away from me, I am not going to chase you. But boy, am I going to laugh my ass off when karma catches your ass. I really am. Because I don't believe in revenge. But they do come back. They really do come back and they apologize. And the right thing to do is to forgive them. It's the right thing to do.
Right, because there's a lot of people that didn't believe a lot of the things you said, and now they're coming back going, oh my God, Molly, MGL was right. Like, she was right, and people didn't believe you. And sometimes it does take time, and everything comes to light. Everything eventually comes to light.
You gotta be patient.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, and the thing is, sometimes people are like, oh yeah, show receipts. No, I don't think I need to show receipts. And I'm not going to rat anybody out. I'm not going to rat anybody out. I'm not going to show you receipts. I'm not going to record phone calls. And I'm not going to just start some sort of drama right out of the blue. Like yesterday, I was very shocked to find I was out yesterday with my family at the Melting Pot, and my phone rang, and they said, oh my God, Trisha Not Trish got swatted. And I was like, shut the fuck up. Well,
she did? I haven't been around all weekend. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like Saturday night, I think. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So I took my mask. I went outside into the parking lot. I'm like, wait a second. I said, I was in Blue Topaz's live yesterday morning, and a little troll came in that I'd never seen before. And they were like, TNT got swatted. And she said, no, we're not going to have any of these rumors going around. And she deleted it. And I think they said it twice. And then I put it out of my head. And then I got that call. And I called up one of my patrons. And I said, holy shit, are you serious? She got swatted. So I came back to the house. And I saw that Breaking the Silence was on. And they played the dispatch of this call. And supposedly it's a guy by the name of Eric that is from the same town as her. And from what I understood, is in Georgia, got the news, and then, called the police. And it seems to me it would be someone that knew a lot of personal information about TNT. And the thing is Breaking the Silence said she was on 2 panels. I think one was Republican Ash, and then she said Molly Golightly, but those are on private. And when I heard that, I said, oh, hell no. And I put it on unlisted, and I reached out to my patrons and said, can somebody try and get this to Breaking the Silence or Trisha Not Trish? Because, and it's not that I thought that, because she was arguing. She was just arguing. I heard the argument between Trisha and Brian, and then I heard the argument on my panel was with Truth Seeker Knows, but they ended up like making up, and Truth Seeker Knows was in tears, and she was like, I'm so sorry, I'm so emotional. But the reason I gave it is not because I was trying to say, hey, I think it was Truth Seeker Knows. No, I was just hoping that maybe they would look back at the chat. That's what I was hoping. Like,
so the person that swatted her was from her town, you said, and then
that's what it sounded like. Yeah,
it sounded like that. And then what's the Georgia thing? He was in Georgia. Is that what you're saying?
On holiday.
Oh, okay.
Like on vacation, or I don't know. I don't know, but from what I heard from the Breaking the Silence live that she did, and I watched it. I think I was already home by the time, because I was like, shit. Holy shit, what happened? And the best thing about it was, Breaking the Silence said, people don't jump to conclusions. Don't jump to conclusions.
Right.
And that's always the best thing. And I wasn't thinking of anyone at all. And I just want to know, like, what happened. But you couldn't hear the guy's name. You could only hear the dispatcher.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Redacted because your personal information was in it. But from what I understood, it's hard to listen to that kind of stuff. It is. I know Trisha goes off on the mouth sometimes, but it's funny. Like, it's not like.
Nobody deserves to have real life happen to them. Nobody deserves to get swatted for just having a mouth on YouTube. We all have mouths.
There's a difference. And everyone has to remember that. Yes, it's horrible to have the police come to your door, but there's a difference between a welfare check and a swatting. A real swatting was what happened to Mommy Ramblings.
Yes.
With guns and shit like that. When they just knock on your door and say, hey, we got a welfare check for that, that's not a swatting. That's a welfare check.
So did Trisha get a welfare check, or did Trisha get swatted? Or do you not know? Or do you not know?
I don't know, but I would lean towards she was shocked that the police came to her door.
Well, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, they're probably going to blame Brian St. John, because she was yelling at Brian St. John.
Right. But and we all know they've always had bad blood against each other, right?
They live like so close to each other.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so she was on, did she come on your panel, or was she just in chat? Was she on your panel that day?
They were fighting.
Trisha got swatted. Trisha saying she got swatted. It was not a welfare.
Guns?
Yes, she said 6 state police officers came to her door. So she said she got swatted. I am so sorry, Trisha.
That's terrible. They didn't knock?
That is terrible.
Did they kick your door in? That's terrible.
That is terrible. Guns were drawn, she said.
Wow.
Oh, that's
Oh my
horrible.
God. I would I'd be
Yeah.
like, oh shit. But with my house, you can see everything in it because it's all glass. Everything's see-through. So like you can't really, you can't, they're not gonna, it's not like an apartment where it's just, they don't know what's behind the door. My windows are legit from top to bottom, glass. You can actually be down the hill, walking your dog and see straight into the house. And you can
Breaking the Silence is going live later to explain. So if anybody wants to know, and if you haven't subscribed to Breaking the Silence, subscribe to her. She's going
what
live
time
later.
you I have a 6 o'clock session.
I don't know. What time are you going live, Breaking?
I can get the replay.
Yeah, I'm gonna see. Hopefully, she'll say she's in here. So, what time are you going live? Breaking the Silence.
Yeah, 6 state police is serious. I would die.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Trisha, not Trish. Aw, that's fucked up, man.
It
Those
is.
little kids and stuff, and they're little. I mean, I saw a picture and they look little.
Right. Even if they were teenagers, it doesn't matter. Having people
I know.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
These people need to stop. The police are in a state of emergency. I agree.
Exactly. The resources. Why are you doing this shit now?
Mm-hmm. Her girls are 19 and 17.
Oh, I saw that picture of you with the 2 little girls on my panel. That's why I assumed that those are your little girls. Yeah, the cops have a lot.
Well, I hope you are able to figure this all out, Trisha. I hope you pursue it the best you can. I mean, I know that it's
don't be a sitting duck. Don't be a sitting duck.
Yeah, don't.
If people are offering you legal help, take it.
Mm-hmm.
Take it. Get your call and play it and out them.
Yep. Because this stuff is never going to stop if we don't start following through with stuff that's going on here. Because, I mean, a lot of places don't have cybercrime units. A lot of people aren't caught up with it, but this keeps happening. And if we keep reporting it, hopefully it will eventually catch up. Yeah, don't let this go. I wouldn't.
There she is. True Secret knows.
Yep.
Oh, see, I knew she would have that response.
Oh, that is so nice. I'm so glad it's so grateful TNT forgave me. I felt so good after that panel. Then to find out she was swatted, my heart broke. Not only her family, but all the guns drawn on her dog. Hate it. Oh, that's horrible.
Oh.
And that's what worries people, like that's one of the things that upsets me the most with Laura. There's no need for her to be throwing even though it's my first name, still stop throwing it out there.
If that's what you want, then you should ask her to stop. I mean, didn't she ask people to stop saying her last name? And the thing is she had a channel. I mean,
she did for 90 days. Her name was her name. And that's what I was saying earlier, probably before you came in. I said the difference is I've never used my name on YouTube ever. I was Aries, and then I went to Jenna Moon. Those are my 2 names that I ever was. And so for you to throw my name out there, it's different than people throwing your name out there. Even on your lives, you still say, "Hi, I'm Laura, Perplex QT." So it's different. You have no right just because I was your Patreon, because you knew my name, you think you can use it. And I've asked her to stop. I've done 3 lives so far and asked her to stop. And I guess this weekend she was running around saying it.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you for having me up on your panel.
No, thank you for coming up. Thank you putting my channel in your Patreon. I really appreciate that.
No problem. All right,
And-
guys. I'll see you tonight. I got a surprise.
Ooh, everybody check out Molly Golightly tonight. She's got prizes.
I got a surprise too.
All right. Have a good night. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye, guys.
All right, everybody. So I'm going to end my live. I'm going to go spend some time with my family. Like I said, if Molly's going live tonight. Breaking the Silence is going live tonight. So everybody go and support them. If you guys haven't subbed, please sub. If you guys could hit the likes, I would appreciate that. Thank you guys for coming in. Thank you guys for supporting me. And I hope you all have a beautiful rest of the day. And I will see you guys again. Like I said, I think I'm going to go live tonight. I've been working on that, the Fort Hood case, and there's been new developments. I might just do a video instead of going live, so watch out for that. But thank you guys for coming in. I'll talk to you later. Bye.